That was probably trauma for me when I was 19. You know, my mom passed away. So I
She
was
passed
very,
away?
yes. So my mom got cancer. By the theory, we want to live longer, but it's not about living longer. It's about living and being healthy.
Dr. Edyta Skibinska, PhD, leading expert in longevity and lifestyle medicine, award-winning public health specialist, Harvard-trained educator, and COP28 speaker, on a mission to transform healthcare through preventive medicine, longevity science, and holistic well-being.
What is the most important thing? Is it working out? Is it eating right? Or is it sleeping right?
Now, medicine is so advanced. We are talking about a couple of weeks ago about full body replacement.
Full body
Yes,
replacement?
they will not teach you this in the medical school. In the
Not even
medical
at Harvard?
school,
I thought it was only back in the day when I was in school. I didn't know it still goes on.
no, still, I
Really?
think
Why do they make someone memorize something and repeat it and then they know they're going to forget it?
I don't know.
So you're putting sugar right on top. Very dangerous.
Sugar, yes. By the way, the money is sort of energy as well, and not everyone will attract the money.
Some of the richest people I met, the thing I thought initially was that they were the happiest people and share stories with me. My kids don't really love me. They're waiting for me to die so they can take my money. So you were into fashion, I heard, before you got into health and before you wanted to help people increase their lifespan. Tell me more about that journey.
The journey, the beginning, the
The-
journey, 1999, 1997, was really fun. Actually, the fashion is something still close to my heart. However, since then, I always knew that the fashion is something outside. I don't want to say superficial because it's not. So we can very nicely express ourselves as well. But the fashion truly is about, especially the modeling. You will just wear the clothes and that's it. Yes, you don't have room for self-expression too much.
Right.
And beauty is completely different story because the beauty is something about skincare, about your look, about being young, anti-aging. This actually moved me to study cosmetology. I wanted to learn more about it. Between the fashion and the beauty, I have another keywords which I call style, which is a
Style.
completely different story because when we combine the fashion, so I will give you the example. When we have two people
Mhm.
and they are wearing the same, let's say, dress on the same outfit, still when they will enter the room, you will feel the difference.
Mm.
And this difference is coming from your energy, from your beauty, I will say. But the beauty again is coming from inside and not just, the appearance. So that was always my philosophy or my mindset. I didn't continue a long time with the fashion and beauty.
So you studied at university fashion?
No, I studied cosmetology.
Okay.
So because I didn't know where I would like to continue. I mean, I knew that healthcare, but dermatology, we have so many specialty, yes. So I didn't know. I knew that skin and the beauty, it's something I like, I love. However, I didn't know exactly where I would like to go. So cosmetology was my entry. And I really love it. I like it. I learned a lot. I enjoyed at the same time, that the things happen on the personal level. So this changed my and actually changed and put me in the right direction. I mean, the preventive health and the medicine.
What was that change in your life that got you out of cosmetology and into medicine?
Purely medicine. Sickness of my mom. So my mom
Mm.
got cancer, and
Sorry to hear that.
yeah,
And how old were you back then?
18.
Okay, so you were studying in university, your mom gets cancer.
Indeed. So there was 2 years school. Actually, that was not even the university because I choose like 2 years postgraduate school or something like diploma.
Mm.
And I think so. Everything happened in 1 year since we received the medical information or diagnosis, that is the lung cancer. And very quickly, to be very honest, very quickly, the disease and the cancer was progressing. We did the surgery, we did all necessary treatment, however. And this experience really teach me a lot about the healthcare system, about general healthcare, about how I discovered so many weaknesses. How now, thanks God, we are just changing. So we are at this point of time, we are more into the preventive healthcare. But 20, 30 years ago, everything was about reactive. We have the symptoms, we have the disease, we will go for the protocol, we will go for the treatment. Based on the evidence, they are saying, based on the guidelines.
How did you come to know that your mom had cancer?
I think there was X-ray, or I don't remember. Of course, the stage was already advanced because again we didn't
like preventative. There
exactly.
was no, yeah.
We didn't. I mean, not we. We as a family, we didn't know. Probably I was young, so of course, but my mom was. Probably not aware. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's very difficult for me to say something, from my mom perspective, from my mom journey.
Right.
But when I was into this moment, I understood that there is no proper screening. There is no proper preventive measures. Even the patients with the diagnosis, they are just left, you can do the treatment, you can do the chemotherapy, you can do the surgery. You know what I mean? Very, there was no holistic approach. No one look at my mom and even family members, because when we have someone with cancer, it's not only the patient, it's the family as well. Sometimes during my journey, I discovered that the patients can be strong because of the faith and the internal, but the family will be weak.
Right.
The family will be very worried.
I never thought about that.
Really?
Yeah. So you're saying the patient sometimes is strong, but the
Yes.
family is suffering or feeling bad,
Yes.
and that's
and that's why we have this very important environment aspect. That what I mean. So it's not only about you and the patient. It's all about especially with the cancer, the family, because usually it's like oh, my wife, my child, my husband is what I mean with the cancer. So is the fear. I mean the first emotion, I think, if you agree with me, is the fear.
right. Everyone gets freaked out. It's not something common,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So
Take me back to that time. How did you deal with that fear?
oh, well, I don't know. I don't remember. I think I was quite strong. I remember when I interact with the doctors, because of course I was with my mom. I mean, continuously. Even I took her from the hospital and I make the hospital at home. I took this decision. I said no. I don't want her to be in what I mean, in the hospital. So I make like mini hospital and home. I don't know. I think always I had this strength from inside since I was young. So whenever it's the situation, I'm driven by now I would say probably by God, by by this energy, which is just from there. But if you will ask me this question 20, 30 years ago, I would probably be like, no, I don't know. But always was something allowing me to deal with the situation. However, the all emotions, because I become sick as well, yes, over 20 years, you know what I mean? I noticed that my body is not willing to cope with what the root causes. So the root causes are the all emotion. I said fear. That was probably trauma for me when I was 19. My mom passed away. So
She
I was
passed away?
Yes.
When you were 19?
Yes.
So 1 year after you find out she passes away?
Yes, that was 1 year since we received the diagnosis
Of cancer.
on cancer. The whole process with the treatment and the surgeries, 2-3 surgeries, because first we start with the lungs, then we had the kidney, then we had the brain, so that was like, we tried our best.
And how many brothers and sisters do
I
you
don't
have?
have.
You're the only child.
Only one.
So how did that get you to change your university? Basically, did you change university or
So I
just what you were
finished.
studying
No, so I finished the beauty and the cosmetology. Actually, after that, still I stay like 1 year. I was teaching there.
at the same university?
Yes, exactly. So I was. This is how I started education very early, 1999 around. So, and then I was thinking what I would like to do. I was thinking about psychology after what happened. And I understood
And
how.
that's a subject in university, right? You can study psychology.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
But not really. So I chose public health. So first was the health education because I knew that we can change human life through the awareness and education. So yes, so I started with the health education, then public health, and then I continue with my medical let's say journey, more medical, but I'm not physician. Even though I have the PhD in medicine, sometimes the people they, oh, you are the physicians. No, my it's all about the preventive medicine.
So,
But not I'm not practicing with the patient. I did not practice.
okay, so if you have, so you got your master's in public health
Yeah.
and your PhD in
Medicine.
medicine,
So
but you never practiced medicine.
Yeah, so you see, my case is it's quite unique as well because they give me the choice. You would like to go for because exams and my background and the process. You would like to have to further your journey with the PhD in medicine or management. And then because of my because I was teaching health economics, I was already at the university, medical university. I was faculty already there, so I was practicing. I was doing I didn't do my PhD as a student. I was already faculty. I was teaching. I was engaged with the medical students as well. So I was teaching future doctors.
What I find super interesting is how one life event can make you change your entire perspective and then go change your, what your purpose is. Now your purpose became helping people. That's why you did medicine, right?
Since always, yes.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think, beauty. I mean, till now I'm engaged in the beauty because now we have longevity. You agree with me? Now we have the new keywords I call the longevity. Yes. So
what is that about for someone that doesn't know? What is longevity?
Well, depends on from which perspective we want to look at the longevity because by the theory, we want to live longer. But it's not about living longer. It's about living and being healthy. Yes. And the same with the beauty and anti-aging. It's not about any more external beauty. Again, going back to fashion and all external appearance. With beauty, we observe we have fillers, Botox, long hair, and with the extension. Yes. So the last 10 years, mostly the beauty was recognized with, you know what I mean, with the external treatments. So for me, since I remember the beauty was internal, so proper sleep, nutrition, shortly the alignment between the body, mind, and soul. So this is for me, like I said, like you will feel this energy that someone is, you know what I mean, with the good, positive. Sometimes the people call vibes, but it's not truly about the vibes. You can call whatever you want, but it's about you can feel it. Yes. So when you are healthy, when you are balanced, your eyes will shine. Yeah, you will have beautiful.
It's more of a feeling from the inside.
Exactly.
So I have this friend, okay?
Okay.
Every couple of months, every once in a while, he'll say, you know what, that's it, I'm going to be healthy. Goes to the gym, he goes 5-6 times a week religiously, after.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the gym all the time. His food, not so okay. His sleeping, I'm not sure. I wanted to ask you, what is the most important thing? Is it working out? Is it eating right? Or is it sleeping right? Out of these, a balance.
Balance always important. If you will ask me one element to choose out of what you said, the food, exercising, I will say mindset.
Mindset.
The mindset truly create who you are. So your thoughts, what you speak, create your reality. So I believe, I practice, I have a lot of case studies or silly examples how our mind is powerful. And yes,
Tell
so
me a time where your mindset helped you achieve something.
I think I trained my, so it's a training. I mean, I usually say, like, you are going to the gym, you train your muscles. Yes, you take care again of your body, about your appearance. But what about your mind? Something which is truly not visible for
We don't think
others.
about it
Yes,
that much.
we don't
Yes.
think. There
No.
is something there. And we have. Still, we can notice, but through the
But like, how
conversation.
do you
But
train the mind?
how I train the mind. So from the early age, I will say is important reading. So you need to engage yourself with several, like I call, activities. Yeah. So the reading is one of them. But then when I discover how our mind is powerful, we have our subconscious mind, which is something which is subconscious, so we don't know. Actually, I call this like the bigger processor. So we have the bigger processor, and the conscious is the smallest one. So we know always, okay, this is black, this is white. Yes. Because we know it's black or white, but it's coming, actually, you know what I mean, from it's so important, subconscious mind, especially in the healing, because all traumas and all emotions are there. We keep them. And for me, any kind of illness is just a symptom of imbalance. Yes. So the disease is not coming from nowhere. We are truly, even for the cancer, for everything, we are working on this. Every human being is, like, working through imbalance, lifestyle, sleeping, lack of sleep, nutrition not right. So you asked me how I train my mind.
Like, say, for example, you have, well, I'd say in my case, I'm, approaching the middle of my life. I have a father that had certain diseases that are probably hereditary. They get passed down a generation to the next. How do I mean, is it something unavoidable for me, or is it something I can
Yeah, you can. I mean, I
avoid?
don't want to go now more with the genetics and epigenetics, because epigenetics is your lifestyle, and you can fully control it. It's about you. And then, nowadays the
So interesting you
medicine.
say that. What do you mean you can fully control it? So you're saying a pre-diabetic doesn't need to doesn't need to get diabetes if his parents has diabetes or blood pressure or any of those.
All these conditions we can easily manage through the lifestyle medicine. So again, lifestyle medicine, we have the 6 pillars. We have nutrition. We have, of course, proper sleep should be there. And again, one of the element is social connection, and I will link with the emotion and external environment, which we usually don't think too much about. You asked me about the pre-diabetic. Yes, we can, you know what I mean, even through the lifestyle medicine, we can reverse the condition. So when we are, let's say, today diagnosed with the hypertension, you said the high blood pressure or diabetic patient, we can, through the lifestyle medicine, improve the health. And then longevity, we will improve the health. Yes, so we will live healthily, not necessarily longer life. So longevity for me is to stay aligned, to be happy, to feel happy. And it's not necessary, now medicine is so advanced. Believe me, we are talking about a couple of weeks ago about full body replacement.
Full body
Yes.
replacement?
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but instead of, you know what I mean, treating the patients, we will just in the labs grow the full body, and then, we will, I don't, this is something, this is where we are going with all technology, AI. We can, the stem cells, this is something, which is already available for us and has amazing results in all levels, anti-aging and the medical. Going to your question, how? Affirmation. And you need to train your mind, whatever you will notice that you think something fear, you need to reach the state that you will not really truly feel the fear. It's amazing. I did this, so it's amazing when you need to control, to learn how to control your emotions. So whenever it's something negative, or I will not do it, I'm tired, or this again something happened, immediately you should change this for something positive. So we have two techniques. The one is affirmation, so you will say something positive, but the second one is actually what I just said. You will immediately change your thoughts for something positive. Believe me, it's working. I mean, I have so many examples.
So you just tell yourself it's not true.
It's not about, somebody actually said to me, fake it till you make it. Or
Yeah.
something. It's not really, because simply when you have, let's say in your mind, I'm not successful, or let's say I failed this exam. Yes, I'm not good enough, for example. This is a very common statement. You need to find the positivity. No, this is just the one step to my success. This is something, we learn from the failure. So we should not, whatever is happening negative, even the death of my mom, I look at from the positive side for that, So I don't know, but that was definitely one of the elements to push me in this, to just, that was my beginning, that I want to help people. I don't want the other families struggle like I was involved. That was this become my passion, my mission, my yes. So that was the beginning. So, and from simple, usually the people, they were like, okay, I will give up. I'm not the most. I'm not enough. We have this.
It's so interesting you say that. When I was a child, my father had a company with a lot of people, a couple of thousand
Yeah,
people, and he was like a military officer. Like a general in the
I
military, and
know.
everything was, on time and needed
Yeah,
to be done. And according to my dad, there was no such thing as a sick leave from school. So we were 5 kids. If any of us got sick, we have to go to school. There is no staying at home. There's no, and to be honest with you, I very rarely fall sick in my life, because since I was a kid, even if I thought I had a fever, I had no option of staying home and being sick. I just go to school, and the next day somehow
you are fine.
I was fine. So you're saying it has to do with mindset
Yeah.
more than it has to do with physical. I never
Yes.
thought about it until now.
Yes, it's proven. So,
You know,
I mean, it is like that.
look, you've worked all around the world, the U.S., Dubai, and Poland.
Yes.
And you've studied at Yale University. And what is the coolest thing that you learned with your experience?
I think the coolest one is the body can heal. Our own body can heal. They will not teach you this in the medical school. In the
Not even
medical
at Harvard?
school, in the Harvard, I finished the lifestyle medicine, and exactly, lifestyle medicine is designed to is the preventive approach. So yes, however, they will not say probably 100% your body can heal. What I just said. I strongly believe in the lifelong learning. That's why even till now I'm not done, and probably tomorrow, after tomorrow, I will study more. And I believe this is very important to learn. And we should never stop. The life is beautiful, and if we want to really contribute to, we should discover new things and learn. And again, we cannot give what we don't have. So for me as an educator, I cannot teach, or I cannot pass the knowledge or experience if I didn't experience, or I don't have, you know what I mean? So this is very important. We truly, we cannot give what we don't have.
Absolutely.
And so many teachers are, teaching through PowerPoint, or just, let's say, the business. How we can teach business if we don't, and we never practice?
That's my biggest problem with business school.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
I
For
mean,
sure.
I just from the medicine, jumped to the business because now I'm in the business school. I'm in a business college of business on the end of the day, and
Right.
specialty is hospital and healthcare management. And even when I moved to the UAE, the first 2-3 years, I was in the industry. I learned everything, and then I moved to education because again, I couldn't. It's just me, you know. And I hope all educators they will have this philosophy, let's say, or the mindset that we should lead by example, not
You created Shift.
okay.
Tell me about that.
Um,
And what's the one main thing someone can learn from Shift?
how important is the alignment between the body, mind, and soul? I want the people to humans that understand the importance of the alignment. And again, we are not truly teach the anyone actually. Like you mentioned, I was studying, all over the world, and I was traveling. I really my personal healing journey. I visited Hong Kong, Japan. The temples. I really put my feet in all places, and but we are not truly teaching uh, to understand how powerful we are, and we are like soul having the human being experience, not the opposite. Sometimes the people they think, oh, I'm just human and I have soul.
You're
No,
saying you're a soul with a human body experience.
exactly. So when you will go more in depth with the spirituality, you will understand that this is how it is. We are coming here, all of us is very unique, all of us is very special. And again, the schools is trying to put you in the system. We are not trying to teach, everyone how, to discover their own uniqueness or their own, ability to, all of us, we are different. And all of us, we are very special.
If you could design your own school, how would you design it?
I think designing the one assessment is wrong. So many times I'm saying to my students, and I'm giving the example, imagine that I have in my class fish, monkey, and other animals, and I want to make the test, and I will ask the fish to climb the tree.
No, impossible.
Impossible. So not sometime, I mean, most of the time, so that's why my assessment, I'm trying much as I can to be very comprehensive.
But how would
to
you
look-
break it down with introvert, extrovert, with like you said fish, monkey, but how do you break it down? Would you put people in different personalities based on their in different groups based on their personality or
No.
based on
So that's why I said about the assessment, because the school, they want to assess what you learn.
right?
Yes, it's not about just giving, because you ask me how. I think we should give. And then depends on the ability of all, students, they will learn and they will interact, they will practice through the discussion, through the case studies, and then naturally they will learn.
Right.
Even in China, they change, and the lower grades, they don't have any more like the assessments. Exams, yes. So that's why I said assessment, because I'm daily at the university. So
Trying to assess students,
I'm trying.
right?
I must. This is part, it's part of my job. So my assessment, I'm always designing in a very comprehensive way. So trying to, touch details, allowing all students to perform well. So it's not very like, what I mean, I'm targeting only A. No, I will just, design the question which they will allow the all student, and critical thinking. I never ask anyone to memorize, especially the 100 level students, because I had the chance to teach last semester is the principle of management. They are very young and they are coming from, what I mean, they're just entering the university and they have this habit to memorizing.
Right, from school days.
It is. And was quite challenging for me to change the mindset again. I said, please, if you will understand, you will remember. But if you will just memorize,
100%.
it's like the racing. I call like, okay, it's like horse. I love, by the way, the horse racing. You will win. You will pass the exam. But then that's it. You know, when you need to use this knowledge, or you need to, there is
because
nothing.
you don't know it. You just memorized it.
Exactly.
I thought it was only back in the day when I was in school. I didn't know it still goes on.
No, still.
Really?
I think, yes. I mean, I'm just saying from the ground.
Why do they do it? Why do they make someone memorize something and repeat it, and then they know they're going to forget it?
I don't know. I mean, still we have, like, we are giving the students, memorize. I'm saying we, as you know, we're very general educators.
Is it to teach them obedience? What is it?
I think still the education is the system,
System.
It's the system you need to fit. And there is,
It's to put people in the workforce. So it's probably for the corporate, yes.
So I call them, we are really graduating perfect corporate leaders.
But even in the job, if you memorize, you don't do anything. They never tell you to memorize in a job, right?
Exactly.
So what's the point of this memorizing?
There is no point.
I never understood.
There is no point. And I'm doing my best to, to overcome this challenge, let's say. So my classes since always are very interactive. I'm taking students to the hospitals. We are attending conferences. Everything is practical. They are, like, interacting with the industry leaders, CEOs, and so they are learning through this experience. They are building confidence and
you said you're teaching in which school?
American University in Emirates.
Okay, amazing.
AUE.
And business?
College of Business. I belong to College of Business, but hospital and healthcare management.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I went to a university. I didn't get to meet CEOs of companies, so it must be amazing to be a student there, to be able to, to get some real practical interactions with real people.
I'm so proud of them. Believe me, if you will ask me about my, let's say, achievement, I will say I'm truly proud of my students.
Really?
And really, they are market ready.
The victim mindset, tell me about it. How many people do you meet in your normal life that come and are victims, but you know that they're just playing on that? They're not really doing anything. They're just feeding their ego with that victim mindset.
Probably. I mean, I don't want to say so many, but whenever I feel that there is someone who need again help, and I will say realignment, and the mindset should be changed, I will just acknowledge that, and I will say, please, change your thoughts.
So, like, stop being sick, stop being a victim, stop.
It's yes, could be related. I mean, again, what does it mean to be sick? I mean, we have the symptoms, yes, and what I will advise anyone to learn about our body and listen. Our body is giving the messages, the signals, yes? So, of course, if we will not sleep and we will eat continuously sugar, or we will not exercise, our muscle will be weak. The sugar, we will have the problem with this digestion, or so many things. The side effects of the lifestyle will come, yes? So, but so it's all about the mindset. I mean, my main focus is with anyone to teach and coach, mentor, whatever we call, to learn about how powerful is our mind, thoughts. And sometimes we cannot by ourselves fix subconscious mind. You know what I mean? We because if sometimes we are not aware about the past traumas from childhood, for example. Yes, but still they will cause in the long term, on the long journey, some maybe healthy problems. So one of the technique could be the hypnotherapy.
You really believe in that?
Well, I never tried. I have my let's say team, medical team, which I trust, and the lady which and I heal with. I complete my healing with her as well. It's not about the hypnotherapy, but it's shortly using easy language, let's say, is working with the subconscious mind, and another keywords could be karma, who believe in a karma, that we are coming here already when we want to link with the spirituality, and we are coming here already with some baggage, yes, and some previous experience, and we need to shortly work on this. So whoever is on our journey is for the reason. I mean, the things are not happening just like that. Yes. So everything, I'm not sure you believe or not.
For sure. I mean, even me, as I'm Muslim, we believe in something called, the equivalent in English would be fate, right? That
Yes.
God has a plan
Yes.
for everybody. So, yes, you make your decisions, but I think also, we believe that there is a higher power, we call it Allah,
Yeah.
that has something written down for everybody.
It is. And I believe, and everything is based on, I don't know, the God permission, or based on His will. And there is not truly for me the one religion. You know what I mean? We need to find the connection
So,
with the God.
in
if we
mindset,
talk.
connection with God, health, you said there's 6 things. What are the other 3 things? So you said health, connection. Did you say spiritual connection or connection with 2-3 people around
You
you?
mean the lifestyle medicine, or?
I remember you said there were 6 points for someone to be healthy.
Oh, not really the 6 points to being healthy. I will say 3 elements are most important. And I call alignment between the body, mind, and soul. So for the body, of course, you need to keep healthy. So through the exercising, if you will ask me what to do, yes, we need to eat healthily. The food is basic. Food is very important. And again, your thoughts and the food, two very important aspects, yes, because what you eat, you become. If you will eat sugar, and if you will eat healthy food, you will be more healthy.
So if I eat sugar, I'll become sweet.
I mean, I wish, but the sugar and salt is the most dangerous for the human health. So much as we can, we should avoid especially the sugar.
Right.
So I don't want to call like the white killer, or but it's definitely
Sugar. So
sugar.
you're putting sugar right on top. Very dangerous.
Sugar, yes. It's related to inflammation and stress. When we will talk about the inflammation, and we spoke about the fear, yes, and the emotion, again the mindset. So let me finish body. So the body will be exercising and whatever you can, proper food. Mind, proper thinking. Yes. So, and then I mentioned affirmation, or,
So someone watching this right now could be sitting in their office or on the way to work. They have one thought in their head and it's constant. That same thing they're thinking about. It's not going away. It might be in the future, it might be in the past. Where's that point that someone knows that I'm stressed? Like, what needs to happen for you to know that this thinking is not normal and you're stressed? Is there an indicator that shows?
a couple of questions. Yes. So I designed the questionnaire, and through answering, we can discover really the stressors.
Okay.
So it's again your overthinking, or like you said, your is the symptom. We need to always go and check the root causes. What is truly causing this overthinking or anxiety or any kind of symptoms? Again, because stress for me is the imbalance. So stress is the symptom.
Of an imbalance of what?
Imbalance of everything. High cortisol, for example. So the imbalance, if we want to look from the medical perspective, yeah. So the high, when we are under the stress, the cortisol will increase. Then we have the inflammation. Then we have another. You know what
So
I mean?
is it because of the stress that the cortisol and the inflammation happens, or is it the other way around? Is the stress the cause or the symptom?
Very good question. when we have stress in very limited time, it's always considered as a positive, because let's say is a fire and we want to put the hand, so you know what I mean, it's stressful, yes, but it's the short term, and then again your subconscious mind is giving you the signal, take your hand.
Right.
So this is all normal, and it's all, this is how we humans are designed, and it's perfect. But then when we are living longer, oh, this is the fire, but and we'll be like 1 week, 1 month, or
So
then response of our body is in balance, then we are under stress, then the physiology is changing. We as a human, we cannot continuously be like on the standby, and I will touch the fire, I will not touch the fire.
So I'm sitting at work. I don't know if my boss is stressing me out or not. So you're saying it depends on the time. If I get this feeling for a prolonged time, it means I'm being stressed out.
Okay, so very nice what you said, that the boss is stressing me or it's not stressing. You are able to control your emotion. You are the boss of yourself.
Right.
So don't look at somebody else. I would just
How do
give
I
you
do
the
it? I'm sitting now in
example.
my office.
So
I start feeling my heart racing. I don't know. What do I need to do now to know if I'm stressed, to get out of it? What is the steps I could do?
So the first, when you have this in just now, I think just relax. Try to use the breathing technique, and again, think about something which will make you happy and relax. If you have deadline, let's assume you are in this office, and usually we have the deadline, a lot of papers, and I know that because sometimes I am in this situation very often, a lot of deadlines, and the most important is to just, one step and then the next step, don't, because it's very easy to absorb even the stress from the external environment. You just mentioned, okay, my boss is, what you mean, upset because something is not done. So we are like, we are absorbing. So what is really the most important is to detach from the external, this environment, I will say. That's why at the beginning I said the external environment is very important.
How do you detach from the external when you have a deadline and you need to submit something?
You see, still you can complete your task, but in the calm mind.
Detachment.
When you will be under stress and with this emotion, still the five, for example, the 5 or 4 o'clock will come. You cannot change this.
No.
But how this is all about responding and reacting. The people, they need to learn what is the difference between, respond and react. Usually we react with the emotion. Yes?
Absolutely.
But when we learn how to respond, that, okay, I have still 1 hour, I will do my best, I will just complete my task, with the calm mindset. It's the journey, it's the process. You asked me about the shift. So shortly, what I'm talking about is it's there. And it's just to teach and educate people how to achieve this, what I mean, balance. And it's not only external work, because sometimes truly we need to go back to subconscious mind and to work on the traumas or some unhealed emotions. So it's not only, and again, for that I have my therapists or doctors. Yeah. So it's not only, depends how deep is the problem.
Believe it or not, I had 2 friends in the past week. They came up to me and said, if I could only get 10 million dirhams, I would quit my job and I would be stress free and I would never have to work
No.
again. And this is 2 different people with the same conversation.
Okay.
My question to you is, what should be the right mindset for them to get what they want? Or are they, completely crazy for thinking that?
I mean, they want just to retire, having money.
Having money to fix their stress so that they don't need to ever work
What
again.
is the purpose of life, I will ask? Because there is something more than money for me, and not only, I hope so. So having money is still you will be under stress. I mean, maybe someone will take you this money from you, so maybe you need to watch. No, so I think the most important is to understand what is the meaning of life and what's your purpose. And I don't think so we should concentrate on material things.
So you're saying because you're not doing your purpose, you're thinking, I want to get 10 million to solve my stress problem. But
I don't want to link the stress and, having money. By the way, the money is sort of energy as well. And not everyone will attract the money.
Okay.
So,
tell me what you think about that.
So this is another thing.
Like what makes someone attract money and another person not attract money?
You see, is your mindset again. When your mindset is poor and you will continuously repeat, I don't have enough. I don't have money. So you are on the frequency I call the poor frequency. Yeah. So you are not attracting any millions or billions. Yes. You need to feel it. You need to live. The universe is very generous. I mean, the God is very generous. No one wants you to suffer. The people, again, through the lifestyle choices, through the mindset, they are creating their own reality.
That's interesting you say that. So if you imagine that you want 10 million, what do you need to do? Like you write it down? How do you get that? What do I say to my friend that's telling me I want to get that 10 million?
He want to get, okay, so he need to, so it's not like he discovered his purpose, how he want to achieve this.
No, he just doesn't want to go to work anymore.
I know such a people.
I know a lot. The 2-in-1 came to me. How do I get 10 million? What do I do? Like, what's his mindset have to be for him to be able to get 10 million to not ever go to work again? That's kind of the question he asks himself. He asks me probably all the time. He asks himself, and this represents more than one person. There's a lot of people sitting thinking, if I just had enough money, I would get out of the stress. You're saying it's about them not having purpose.
Exactly, because you link having money to resolve the stress. The money, yes, you will have nice life. You can, travel. You can, but still, the stress will be there if you will not work on your mindset. The money and the stress. So
how can someone in the office work on their mindset? What can they do to become better?
In the office, I mean, you can work everywhere. I mean, I will say the first thing when you will wake up, just be grateful. So the mindset, the beginning of the day when you open the eyes, be grateful, say thank you, and try to look for the things you are happy and again grateful. Not like, oh my God, I need to reach my office and I have a long day, and so. This is just the beginning of your day. Yes, right. Every day. So I think the gratitude and is the process to change this mindset. Is the journey, is the process, and you will be unable, to just, what I mean. Okay, I will do it now. I will change it. No, because it's like it's your habit. It's supposed to be your habit. It will change you.
So if you wake up feeling good, telling yourself positive stuff every day, what will that lead to?
It will reprogram your brain. It's just about the reprogramming, because we talk about the subconscious. We talk about, programming. Yeah. Right. So this will just, set you for the day. Then you have the meditation, and or simply because so many people ask me, oh, I don't know how to meditate, how I should do it. There is no one right or wrong way to meditate. Yeah. So you need to just, discover, maybe you will like to you like to listen some music, and the frequency, the sounds, the music can heal. So that's why we have prayer, by the way. Yeah. So the prayer is for me the same like meditation. You can just pray, and so again, it's very individual. I don't have one solution for everyone. You know what I mean? We can talk about.
But you're saying if you work on your mindset, if you take a break, say at work you feel stressed, if you take a break, you're saying take a break if it's praying or meditation or whatever you want to call it, that might actually help you do better performance.
Yes, we improve performance. Yes, definitely. So simply, try to, if even the office is very small, try to stand up, stretch, take the deep breath, look at the sky if you have window. If you don't have, you can always imagine. The imagination is so powerful. And there is no limit, by the way. So it's all about, healthily approach to life. Stress is always. Um, Life nowadays is very stressful, true? I mean, we have, but if you know how
And
to.
faster and faster, right?
Yes, indeed. Believe me, so often I will jump to the car and, I'm driving and it's like this, and I'm getting this because I'm human. Yeah. So I'm not, I'm of course.
How do you know when your stress is like?
You again, if you know your body, how react, you know what I mean. Maybe your hands will be sweating, or you will feel uncomfortable.
Right.
So many symptoms. But for me, whenever I feel, I just I'm changing my thoughts. And somebody will say, yes, but if I have to pay the bill and I don't have money, it's very stressful. Yes.
Definitely.
And it's like, I mean, I don't have, and I fully understand this. So it's just, I learn, and I will advise again how to stay calm. It's meant to be. The God, for example, putting these circumstances just helped me to overcome. Just simply, I will look, and and I will try to stay calm much as I can, because it's just temporary. You know what I mean? We don't know what can happen. After a couple of hours, maybe you will receive some support, or someone will, or your business will be successful. You know what I mean? So we sometimes overthinking, or we truly think too much about tomorrow, and we are not concentrating on today, on the present time.
So interesting. So you can actually do something now to improve your situation tomorrow if you focus on today.
Exactly. So if we will, and again with this calmness, and at the same time, we for sure, this in the traffic, the people are trying to, uh, showing, the signals that, it will not change anything.
It's crazy, especially here in Dubai. Someone sticking behind you or hitting the horn, and there's 6 cars in front of you stuck bumper to bumper. Like, why do you do it?
I often said, like, if someone is giving you the gift, such as complain, or
A gift like complain?
Yes. So the gifts, I call this gift, because anything could be the gift, the good, the positive, and the tangible, the gifts. But sometimes, the people, they will be upset on you, they will shout on you, you didn't do it. They are showing their own emotions. Yes, they are their own, they are unhappy. So so how to interact? I'm saying you don't need to take it. I mean, just say it in your mind, or stay calm. And I'm not taking this. I call gift.
So don't take the gift.
So the gift is the metaphor. You know what I mean? The gift is the metaphor that we should not engage in. So you see, very easy we will get the energy. So if somebody is complaining and shouting on you, you will feel like, the negative emotion, you will shake, or what to do, how to respond. And, so we need to stay calm. And this is their problem. This is their momentum. There's their situation. And that's why I call the gift. You don't need to start shouting as well, or you know what I mean, or you don't know you are right or you are wrong. And, it's like perception, by the way. Sometimes for the perception, we have number 6, the two people, one person will see 6, another 9, but both of them are right, but they are arguing. Yeah, because of the you know that?
No, it's the first time I hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm.
It's perception. People see what actually they see from where they are.
What they want, exactly. Yeah. So
if I'm standing in a certain position, then I guess it would appear to me different than.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. So it's that's why I like the number 6, because it's both of them, they are right, but because of different angle, they could see something, in different way. Yeah.
Very interesting. Look, you lived in so many different places. Which country would you say or place is the healthiest place to live in?
I think it's all about your choices. So we have of course the places, we call them blue zones, yeah.
Blue zones.
uh, yeah, like Japan and Greece, that based on the study and research, the people living longer and they are more healthy. But I think
Wait, why is that?
um, I think we need to look at the environment and how air is, for example, clean, and the access to the healthy food. I mean, the soil and the production. But again, traveling a lot, and for example, in China, it's very specific food, I will say. We have choice.
Healthiest
So
place, where would you say? If someone has 20 years left to live, they want to live somewhere healthy and be healthy, what would you say? China, Japan, Greece?
I love Japan,
Japan.
maybe Japan.
Hmm.
But I don't have one. Long, long time ago, I loved Florida.
Hmm.
And still, I remember I always wanted to have the house and near the beach. And that was, oh my God, more than 20 years, more than 20, 25, 30 years ago. So I think we can create our own, you know what I mean, healthy
Environment.
environment. Yes. And even in China, where is pollution, for example, and the food, it's completely different than in Europe or in here. Still, if you know how, you will create your healthy environment. And um,
If someone watching this podcast has one thing they can take away from you, what is the thing that you want to share with them?
I think I said at the beginning, try to heal, try to be aligned, between body, mind, and soul, and your mindset. So the key for me, it's not how much you will exercise, and I truly believe that your thoughts, what you speak, become your reality.
Mm.
Truly, and positive and negative. So keep your energy high. Um, and you need to discover truly what is your purpose, what you would like to do in this life, and how you want to contribute to the society, to this world, because you are here. So you are here because of, you know
Fill in the blanks.
yeah, it's not just, I don't think so. That's why the system and the school, that what I mean. No, we definitely, I believe, each of us, we are special, and the most important is to discover this
So discover what makes you special and how you want to give back to the world, and that
exactly.
becomes your purpose.
See, yesterday I have my favorite, again, not story, or how to say, sentence, that the river is not drinking their own water. The trees, they are not eating their own fruits. And the sun, nature. We should learn. The humans, we should give. We should not look for,
That's so interesting. It's such an interesting
and the
analogy.
people,
The
they don't.
trees don't eat their own fruits, right? They drink water and then they produce really beautiful fruits for
True.
humans and animals.
And the same, is with the humans. We really think about, which is okay, about ourselves, because we
Consuming.
consuming, yes, and more and more. And look, when we will leave this earth, we are not taking this all. That's why when you said, this million and the
10
stress,
million.
I mean, it's will give you the living, but if you know what is your dream, and how you will contribute, I mean, you will have it. I mean, I know because I have my somehow dream house, and
You said in Florida.
no, not Florida.
Wait,
Leave the Florida. No,
more than one home. So one in Florida, one somewhere else,
no,
or
Florida is probably. Let's see if the gut will allow
the
to have.
alligators took it.
But I don't know why today we are talking about the Florida. Yes, I really like this place. It was beautiful, but I was there very long time ago. My daughter born in the United States, so that's why I was there.
Nice.
Traveling.
Okay. So if you could live in one healthy place, where would it be? One place in the world.
I don't have. I will create, wherever I am, I will create my own healthy environment. I will not advise, because all places are very special, beautiful. And I believe when you travel, it's part of your journey, the life journey, and it's giving you something. So, no, it's not like I will say go to Japan or
You
you
can
need
be
to
healthy
feel it.
where
You
you
need
are if you fix your mindset. You
exactly.
start thinking positive. Think about giving more than taking. So instead of getting 10 million, you think, what is my purpose? How can I give? And giving actually makes people happy. I remember when
Yeah.
I give all the time, in Eid, we have, after Ramadan, you have Eid and you give kids money, or
Yeah.
it always feels nicer than taking money. Taking never feels like, okay, you feel good about the money, but it doesn't last long. The giving always, in giving, I feel there's something
Very good
about it.
example with the eat. We always hear we because
It's like you heal yourself.
it's the culture here, yes, like that, and I love it. Yes, when you give, you see, is the law, is the energy. When you give, you will get. So of course, we need to keep the balance. So we cannot only, what I mean, giving because it's like the glass, you will be empty.
Right.
Yes. So of course we need to receive as well. So you will give me something, you know what I mean, from my family or from my work. So on the end of the day, when the evening will come and you will look, you should be in the balance. So I'm giving and I'm receiving. This is the most important. And sometimes the people, they afraid to give. I will not give, I don't have money, so I will not give, I will not support. It's wrong.
Some of the richest people I met, I used to work in a bank. I worked for 10 years, top banks in Dubai. I met probably the richest people in the country. They deal with the top banks, and they usually have a corporate account, which is a company account. And I gave them money. So they would come, someone like me, I have a company, I want X amount.
Yeah.
And I would obviously get it approved. And the thing I thought initially was that they were the happiest people. As time passed and I spent more time with them, I had a nice office at some point. They would come to my
Yeah.
office and share stories with me. And the stories were always, my father, my one of them was saying to me, and he would always say this. He says, "My kids don't really love me. They're waiting for me to die so they can take my money." And I always found that so interesting, and it really bothered him that he said it, over and over. This other guy, we went once to a restaurant and we were sitting down together. And if I tell you this guy, he had so much money. He passed away a long time ago. I remember we went to a restaurant together, him and I. We sat down, and it was actually a coffee shop in a hotel. And the woman comes by and says, puts tea on the table. And then the man, halfway through his cup, he gets up and goes to the bathroom. And on the way to the bathroom, he tells the woman, and I hear him telling her, "Please cancel my tea. I ordered it without sugar. You put sugar in the tea." And I saw the woman, her face changed, and I thought, let me ask her if she's okay. So I asked her when he went to the bathroom,
Yeah.
I said, "Are you okay?" And the guy just shouted at you. She said, "It's okay, sir. This guy comes here every day with a different customer or a different person. You happen to be the banker that he's meeting today. He never pays the bill. He always fights halfway through the cup when he finishes half of the tea or whatever drink he's having." And that was my moment of shock. I thought, wow, this person that I'm coming to thinking that he's some super rich guy, gentleman, he comes every day to the same coffee shop, very poor in his conduct.
Behavior.
Yeah, how is that rich? And then that's when me, in my personal journey, I thought, money is not everything. There are people who have a lot of money. This guy had one deposit of 600 million. He had many of those smaller deposits, and this was just one bank. So all I'm saying is, I've met people that are on the outside very rich today,
Inside, unfortunately, needs little bit improvement.
little bit
So for
improvement.
me, since I was very young, I always, it's just happened. It's probably my journey, my to be here on this earth, looking at the inside. That's why, everything what we have external, fashion, beauty, it's fine. But the main work should be done on your spirit, on your mind, on your soul. Yes, the body is still external. We want to look good, yes, so it's fine, but it's not the main, the main thing. Like, I will buy another car, or I have this money, or I have this all external, because this is not truly giving. I know the very rich people, and they are unhappy, like you said. They are I mean, not sad, but they are missing this,
Relatability with the normal person.
yeah,
They become unrelatable. They start doing things, in my opinion, out of character. One of these people, I sat in his car, and in his car, he had the plastic still on the chair.
yeah.
This is one of the richest people, by the way, that I know.
I don't know why.
He
I
has
noticed
plastic
that.
on his car. And I
Yeah,
said,
I
why do you
don't
have the
know.
plastic on your chair? He
Yeah.
said, so the car lasts longer. I said, dude, you have a couple of thousand people that you give cars to through your
Yeah.
company. What are you talking about? But no, to him, and then that's when I realized, for me, that banking and doing that was, trying to get the highest possible position in a job, to be like one of these rich guys. So that's when, in my personal journey, I realized money is not the end objective, because if it's going to make me, if I have to become that person to become this rich, he can keep it.
And the position is not making you the leader. I
Right.
teach leadership as well, and again, the position is not truly making you the leader. How you will inspire people, how you will, influence, how you will change, their life, and we need to lead by example as well. So this is very important. So and the ego, mostly the people they have, what I mean, as well. Yes. They think that oh, I become the CEO, or I have this money, so but it's good news. We have still humble people, and so it's like,
The good news is there is a balance at the end.
I don't want to say balance. I believe that we attract who we are. So I'm blessed as well to hang out, or be surrounded very humble, very nice people. You know what I mean? So I think yes, we attract who we are, and it's the same like when we hire the people, and we are looking for the best, let's say, employees. Yes, so how to find how which one is. So when we have a chance to do the interview, we will feel it, that you know what I mean, and always we will, again, going back, attract, to our vibration, to our,
Values.
the values, very important keywords. Yes, to
I always say skills can always be taught.
yes,
The values, you want someone who's a good person. If you think
yeah.
that you're a good person, or, you know, even a thief doesn't think he's a thief, he thinks he's good. So he wants someone similar to him.
It's happening sometimes, like automatically, you know what I mean. It's like it's but the values.
Doctor, it was so nice to have you. You shared a wealth of information. But before you go, I want you to know that, well, this is more for the audience. 95% of people that actually watch the show, they're not actually subscribers. So my message to them is, to guys, please subscribe to the channel so we can continue to get you amazing guests. And it would really make us happy. It makes me happy to have you here. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for
No,
showing
thank you
up
so much.
and
Thank you.
sharing.
It was my pleasure.